If you're thinking of starting a business, I have 10 ideas for you in fintech, customer service, sustainability, and other booming sectors. I'm certain you'll learn something new to identify promising and lucrative opportunities. In my experience building, growing, and selling startups, one thing became crystal clear. Staying abreast of market trends is crucial. Act fast and pivot smart, or opportunities will slip away. Let's dive in. The importance of customer service by Inc. The frustrations and disappointments of customer service persist in almost all industries and in companies of all sizes. This article outlines 3 ways organizations can leverage to make customer service as a competitive advantage. So for you entrepreneur out there, if you have expertise in any type of customer care, build a consultancy around it and go out to these organizations that have serious customer service problems and then offer your consultancy, offer your services, and help them retain customers, turn their unhappy customers into happy customers, and then help them improve their bottom line. Article number 2, digital government in Connecticut. That's in the journal. Now, what do government, education, and healthcare all have in common as industries? They're all largely recession-proof. Now, it might be really hard to break into these industries, especially in government. But once you break in, you may be able to build a sustainable revenue stream, a line of business with these government agencies or in healthcare or in education that will help you withstand the stresses of the overall economy around you. As an example, the analytics consulting company that I built and later sold was able to sustain a very nice, a very lucrative line of business from having long-term contracts with government agencies. Although we were relatively small, the nature of the services we offered were very similar to the services that Deloitte is offering to the state of Connecticut. But you don't have to be in Connecticut to build a business that will sell and service government clients. Don't allow your small company size to be a disadvantage. Leverage your agility, leverage your specialization, your knowledge, your domain knowledge, and go after these contracts, and that will help you establish a reliable source of income for years to come. Article number 3 from the journal, Ernst & Young split Shelved and the Advantage of Smallness. After a year of planning and $100 million, yes, you heard it, $100 million, EY decided not to split its auditing business from its consulting business. Presumably, this EY split was in part, at least in some part, related to this perceived conflict between auditing and consulting. A potential takeaway for you as an entrepreneur: how can smaller size and tighter focus make you more attractive to larger companies? Your niche down service offering could signal to large companies that you're fully focused on that service that you offer. This could dispel any notion that you're trying to leverage one service to sell another one. And number 4, 72% of execs, they say they need help with sustainability. This was reported in the journal, as well as there was a piece in PitchBook. The journal reports that of 1,500 executives in 17 countries, 72% of them, they don't know how to go about implementing sustainability in their organizations, despite having a desire to do so. That's on one side. On the other side, there are a lot of new reporting requirements on sustainability in Europe and also here in the US. And even if you're a US-based company, but you do some business in Europe, you are required to implement some of those reporting. At the same time, companies in the US need to prepare for the new climate disclosures that have to be implemented in the near future. As a related consideration, we're finding out that VC money continues to flow into carbon tracking technology. An example technology benefiting from this funding is carbon accounting. Can you get ahead of the trend? Can you learn these new technologies and offer a related service? And number 5, additional environment-related consulting opportunity, tax optimization. This was reported in the Wall Street Journal as well as in a piece in PitchBook. Companies will likely need tax guidance related to sustainability legislation in the US and in the EU. The 2022 Inflation Reduction Act, the IRA, is intended to give US businesses $270 billion, yes, you heard it, $270 billion for job creation and manufacturing process improvements. This is all related to clean energy. As a note to consulting entrepreneurs, these larger companies, they have the resources and they seek the help of small, mid-sized, and large consulting firms to help them on tax guidance, on implementing sustainability, and virtually any kind of business challenge. How can you potentially help these companies who need help in potentially all these areas and can't afford to hire, or they don't want to hire these large consulting firms? What is the professional expertise that you can bring to a B2B or to a B2C audience? And a note here about the economy. No matter what the state of the economy is, there are always, almost always, stable and sometimes growing industries and verticals. So if you have an idea you're not sure about, you're looking for a trend and you're not sure if it's a fad or it's actually a trend, or if you want to start a business and you just have a lot of questions and you're not sure what to ask and who to go to, add a comment here or go to startupaffairs.com and submit the Ask Fairs form. I'll be more than happy to respond to your questions in a confidential manner, and there are no strings attached. I'm just trying to help. Number 6, commerce media continues to expand. Commerce media, sometimes we call it retail media, it refers to when companies advertise on retail platforms. Instacart, for example, and this was referenced in the article. So you have these companies who are advertising where the buyers are. Buyers are looking to buy products, and then we put ads there. Which brings me to this evolving and rapidly changing ecosystem of digital advertising and advertising in general. You have changes in format, in channels, connected TV is an example, commerce media is another example, and also there are a lot of changes in terms of privacy, user privacy, and consent. So this complexity of what's going on, the confusion that maybe this complexity is creating, it opens the door for consultants, for those who have expertise, they have experience in this area of advertising. If you have specialized skills in advertising, you might be ready to start your own consulting business and offer specialized services. Package the knowledge that you have with experience in a specific vertical, and you have an offer that a market niche might find very compelling. Number 7, AI specialization, synthetic data. This is from PitchBook. A lot of companies are scrambling on how to use AI to streamline their own business processes. In addition, some companies are trying to figure out how they can incorporate AI in their own offering to other companies and to consumers. This brief from PitchBook highlights a very specialized technology within the overall generative AI field, computer-generated data. So if you start to learn this new technology and develop some specialized services around it, you'll stand out from the crowd because everybody is talking about AI in a very broad sense. Maybe their messages are getting lost in the crowd, but if you have something specialized and you focus on a specialized technology, you're more likely to stand out and be a sought-after consultant. Number 8, rethinking and optimizing cloud strategy. Another article from the journal. There's a trend that could present a lot of consulting opportunities. Amazon reports sales slowdowns in its cloud services platform, AWS, as CFOs are trying to optimize their business processes and also cut costs. This initiative could lead to bringing back tech back on-prem, meaning hosting on the premises of the company rather than hosting in the cloud. Mid-sized and large companies who have presence in the cloud might be looking for two things. One is how to streamline, how to optimize the DevOps, the storage, everything they're doing in the cloud today so they can reduce costs. And at the same time, if they're looking to bring this tech in-house, they'll be looking for a lot of help. So if you have that type of experience, if you know about cloud services, this might be an opportune time for you to build and grow your consulting company to help these companies run their business in the most cost-effective fashion. Number 9, growth in Fintech. Though we've heard some news about layoffs in a venture capitalist firm and VC firm that is focused on Fintech, there are a lot of signals pointing to growth in Fintech. Check out that article. But meanwhile, if you have experience in Fintech, you might want to channel these skills, this knowledge that you have, into a consulting company. A recurring theme at Startup with Ferris is find a technology platform, find a technology partner where you can master that domain, understand best practices, figure out how to implement this technology, how to train users on it, how to help them onboard on this technology, how to maintain it. All of that are potential services you can offer in your consultancy. A lot of these large companies and even mid-sized companies who have a technology, they don't have the resources to support it, maintain it, implement it, and you could be their preferred partner to do all these services. So learn the technology, that's on the technical part. On the business side, establish and grow that relationship between you and the technology partner. And once you become certified, once you become a trusted advisor of this technology partner, they'll send leads your way. You'll have a solid line of business and a strong revenue stream. And if you're not familiar with this channel marketing or partner marketing, check out the upcoming episode we have on that topic. Number 10, Blue Ocean Innovation. This is from HBR. I conclude a piece from Harvard Business Review that beckons us toward Blue Ocean Innovation rather than Red Ocean Innovation. Blue Ocean Innovation refers to the idea of discovering new niches instead of fighting for share of the same market in a zero-sum game. As I consider this with the lens of starting a new consulting business, it makes a lot of sense. Your idea doesn't have to be disruptive per se to be new, interesting, or viable business-wise. When thinking about starting a new business, what is the unique angle you can express so that you can address a market need that hasn't been addressed before? A clear and unique value proposition should allow you to swim smoothly in a blue ocean rather than fighting sharks in a red ocean. If you're finding this content useful, like this episode, leave us a comment, and subscribe to this channel. And if you have a question of your own, you're not sure if something you're looking into is a fad or a trend, leave us a comment or leave us a question on startupwithferris.com. I'll be more than happy to answer that question in a confidential manner, and we'll make sure we'll help you get on to take your business to the next level.